Hey, how's it going? I'm Sam. Starting today, a series of short, because I don't have a whole lot to work with, reviews using my webcam of various Transformers figures. And I figured we'd start it off with the Legends of Cybertron, specifically Starscream. And since they're the same mold, Sunstorm. This review, well, for the mold anyways, would also work well with the convention exclusive Skywarp, but I don't have one, so I won't do that one. So, start off, we got the vehicle mode, because that's how I happen to have them transformed at the moment. So that's what we'll start with. The vehicle mode of Starscream. Close there. Camera's a little out of focus, but whatever, sue me. It's a webcam. Now, for the vehicle mode of Starscream, it's got the basic overall look of the one in the show, and the basic overall look of the larger versions of the figures. It's got the two fin parts up here. Now, they don't split down like they should in the larger figures, but oh well. The basic transformation, the arms still fold up, the legs still fold up, and everything else. And it's all well and good. The paint scheme, however, he's missing a lot of things that I learned they included in the Japanese release of this little figure. But for example, like a black little triangular bit down the front here, and some red coming up here and whatnot. But if you overlook that, it's still a pretty decent looking little figure. You can see where on the larger figure where the cyber key or the force chip or whatever you want to call it would go in to activate his features. But of course, this is an exceptionally small figure, so they're not going to do that. And Sunstorm, that's interesting. Every version of Sunstorm that's come out to date has really given me a craving for an orange creamsicle, because he's been orange and white and just overall colored like a creamsicle. This one is actually mostly yellow. He's got a bit of orange on him, it's metallic, and he's got some black. He's got a bit of white, but it's a little more metallic than just straight white. So, moving along though, the basic look of the overall mold. Starscream. Plenty of little molded details and everything else to, give him not a cheap little McDonald's toy looking kind of appearance or anything else like that. And transform. Pretty simple. Fold one leg out. I've had mine for a while. The legs are a little loose, especially the knee here. But whatever. Fold an arm out. Fold an arm out. He doesn't bend at the elbows. But oh well. And rather than fold these two down, just twist it around like that. Now, entertaining little part here. His head. How is it going to look? But his head actually turned is really small, and I've got really big fingers. So if you can't tell, he's looking at you right now. Twist it back. There we go. Other things that were missed, for example, the white and other details on his arms. They're just straight little, almost black pieces here. Again, the stripes that would be on his legs. The forward cannons. The red parts there on the things that come up beside his head that have been there since the original Starscream. But he's got his purple cockpit and everything else. But here's the part I really like about this: the Legends of Cybertron figures. Majoritively, simplistic versions of the transformations, and especially with the Autobots, a lot of their, cool little key activated or force chip activated or whatever you want. Their features, they don't have them because, well, they're this big. Starscream though can still fold out his vortex blade and his vortex cannon. Well, I don't know what they called them in Cybertron. In Galaxy Force, they were the Vortex Blade and the Vortex Cannon. So he's still got those. And of course, that would mean Sunstorm here. Legs are a lot stiffer than my Starscream, but whatever. Okay. Would mean Sunstorm, of course, has them as well. And it's kind of like a milky off-white for the actual white plastic. Still a little metallic, though. In fact, the whole guy is pretty metallic. You know, Sunstorm's colors, they don't actually have anything to really base off of, so I like him, though. You know, he's got orange little mini wings, orange bits here, 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 you know. They didn't just simply, you know, one-to-one replace the colors that are on Starscream and put them on Sunstorm. So they actually have some difference in their overall painting. Right. I think it's a good repaint. It came out in the tail end of the Legends of Cybertron line, and you know, a lot of the details present in the larger figure are still here. But you know, like I said, his elbows, they don't move. You know, his knees bend, they're on ball joints, so he can, you know, whoa, I don't know. But yeah, you know, I would have liked a little more paint on this guy. You know, maybe give him red eyes. I don't know. Actually, his eyes were purple in the show, but well, I'd sneak in and give him red eyes anyways. I was thinking of doing that eventually, but I just don't have the time right now. And, I don't know, I think that pretty much concludes my review of these little guys. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to post some comments, or, if anybody's got any requests, I'll see what I can do. I've got a pretty meager collection with somewhere around 150 or something like that, but, you know, if someone comes up with a good idea that I can actually do, I'll do it. And, so I guess that's my first review of, the Legends of Cybertron Seekers, Starscream, Sunstorm. Up next, I'll do the other guy who used to fit into the same class, but they actually gave him his own mold, Thundercracker. All right, later.